Kelly Krauskopf, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. If you were perfectly fine when Fever fans were bending over, kissing your ass, applauding your decisions, you better stand here and take it when Fever fans are pissed off, upset, and are voicing their displeasures. If our voice mattered that much then, you best believe it matters that much.
The basketball world can't stop talking about what the Indiana Fever president said about Caitlin Clark. Downplaying a superstar's impact backfired immediately. Karma quickly reminded everyone who the true leader is, and the fallout from this misstep has been absurd. What do you think happens when organizations try to sideline their biggest stars?
Brand is going to get as big and go as far as Caitlin Clark takes it. And I don't think Kelly Krauskopf understands that. And the latest video that is surfacing, floating around, being consumed by Fever fans across the globe, because this is an international superstar they have on their hands. This may have been the straw that broke the camel's.
It seems from player and staff reactions that the Indiana Fever expected some of this. Beyond just Caitlin Clark, recording a conversation about their brand strategy was questionable, especially when it involved publicly downplaying the very player keeping the franchise relevant. The team's leadership, for lack of a better term, discussed building a lasting brand. But the reality is clear. Caitlin Clark is proving that relying too heavily on your star players isn't optional. She's the one driving attention and relevance. Corporate talk aside, the player's impact speaks for itself.
That we want to sustain the growth and the interest level in the franchise. I mean, this is about the Indiana Fever. Yes, we have a foundational player in Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston, and we're going to continue to add to that. But I want this team to be the leader in the country, and a brand, an enduring brand, like Apple or something. I mean, we have a real opportunity.
Here's a tighter rewrite of your paragraph. The tone deafness here is off the charts. The executive basically told fans they wanted to grow the franchise, while simultaneously implying that Caitlin Clark, the very person driving that growth, shouldn't be the main focus. It's like McDonald's saying they want to be known for more than burgers, while hiding the Big Mac. Unsurprisingly, fans blew up on social media, calling out the complete disconnect. And honestly, they deserved it. Clark's impact is undeniable, and ignoring it only highlights how out of touch they are.
This isn't the NFL. This is the WNBA. A star is going to take the Fever where the Fever want to go. And that star is Caitlin Clark. Kelly, you're talking about being a leading brand. You're talking about sustaining growth, sustaining the interest level in the franchise. You know how that happens? Is if Caitlin Clark stays in Indiana, is if Caitlin Clark is participating in an entertaining and exciting brand of basketball that doesn't take away and diminish her skill sets, that doesn't turn off fans that have been following her for the last 3 to 5 years.
The basketball world hasn't stopped talking about the comments from the Indiana Fever president regarding Caitlin Clark. Fans reacted instantly, showing just how out of touch the leadership appeared. Before Clark arrived, the Fever drew barely 4,000 fans on a good night, with low television ratings and minimal engagement. Predicting attendance or national attention was nearly impossible. Then Caitlin came, and everything changed. Arenas began selling out, media coverage surged, and attendance became a key talking point nationwide. Yet the organization seems to believe this spike came solely from their own organizational structure. In reality, they had an extraordinary talent in Clark, someone whose impact is undeniable. Comparisons to Apple are misguided. Apple revolutionized its industry by building everything around its innovations, embracing their core products, and letting them drive the brand. Successful sports franchises do the same with their superstars. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, the Bulls, the Lakers. These teams built their identity around exceptional talent, maximizing their players' potential instead of minimizing it. The Fever, however, appear more focused on sharing opportunity evenly than leveraging Clark's unique abilities. In doing so, they risk alienating the very player who is driving their growth. Fans noticed immediately. Social media erupted, questioning leadership's priorities. Discussions even began about Clark's potential elsewhere, signaling exactly what an organization does not want when building a lasting brand. Clark is too gifted, too competitive to spend her prime in a system that doesn't fully value her. The irony is brutal. By trying not to rely on her too heavily, the Fever are increasing the risk of losing her. This isn't about one player, one executive, or one decision. It's about the franchise's future, the expectations of millions of fans, and the accountability of running a top-level sports organization. Every action sends a message. Every statement becomes a turning point. Today's fans are informed, passionate, and vocal. They track the numbers, understand history, and recognize the importance of players who advance the game. They speak up when something seems off, and they demand excellence. Caitlin Clark's influence isn't confined to the court. She fills arenas, drives ratings, and inspires a new generation of players and fans. Momentum like hers is rare, generational even. It only happens when talent, opportunity, and attention converge in a way that transforms everything around it. For a franchise, the choices made now will define its future, whether it capitalizes on momentum or lets it slip away. Strong leadership builds on this energy, amplifying a superstar's impact rather than dimming it. Confused leadership resists it, squanders opportunities, and risks long-term decline. Every decision from this point forward will shape trust, culture, fan engagement, and the team's identity. The Fever can seize this moment and grow closer to fans while cementing Clark's role, or mismanage it and face consequences for years to come. The global spotlight is on them. Fans are engaged, and the conversation isn't going away. The reaction sparked by this moment will reverberate far beyond a single press conference, comment, or headline.